Our Katha tonight talks about the one thing when a person gets it, you see his true character, you see who he or she truly is. This one quality, when we possess it, we change, we act differently. We sometimes treat people badly when we have this one quality within us, or this one thing that we can possess. So tell me, what is that one thing we possess or we can't possess that will show our true nature, or that will show you someone's true nature or someone's true colors? It starts with a P. Paisa. Power. Excellent. Power, my dear devotees, is the one quality that when power is the one quality that when people possess it, they can show you their true nature, their true colors. Many of times when people possess power, they act differently, they talk differently, they treat you differently. Many of times people allow power to distract them, to corrupt them, and to change them. And power is something every person dreams of. Power is something many people crave, many people die for, many people fight for. But not many people can control the power when they have it. Not everyone can use their power. Many of times they misuse their power and abuse their power. And I'll break it down very simple for the little children that I'm seeing here tonight. Listen very attentively. I've shared this story many times, but listen. There was a beautiful room. There was a beautiful room. And in that room, there were 4 candles. The first candle, his name was Love. And Love said, listen, my name is Love, but sadly, in the world we live in today, people rather hate than love. People don't want to love. Love is dying, hate is rising. Love is falling, hate is rising. And because of how much hate there is in the world, and because many people don't want to love anymore, my flame, my light will soon out. And the minute Love said that, the candle stopped lighting. The second candle, his name was Fate. And Fate said, listen, my name is Fate. But sadly, in the world we live in today, people lose faith in a blink of an eye. The minute something goes wrong, they lose faith. The minute they don't get what they want, they lose faith. The minute things go contrary to the way they wish, they lose faith. And because of that, my candle will soon out. The minute he said it, the flame stopped lighting. The third candle, his name was Peace. And Peace said, listen, in the world we live in today, many people rather live and have war, rather fight and quarrel than live in peace, than live in harmony, than live in unity and togetherness. And because many people rather have war than peace, my candle will soon out. And the minute Peace said that, his candle stopped lighting. 3 candles out, and a little boy about 6-7 years old, he entered the room and he saw these 3 candles out, and he started to panic. And while panicking, the 4th candle spoke to him. The 4th candle, his name was Power. And Power said, listen, son, don't cry, don't panic, hold me in your hands and light back the candle of love, light back the candle of faith, light back the candle of peace. The little boy took the candle of power in his hands and he lit back love, faith and peace. The point I'm making to you tonight, my dear devotees, is that when we are blessed with power, hold that power in your hands and light back the love in someone's life. Take that power that you have and bring back the faith in someone's life. Take that power that you have and bring back the peace in someone's life. And many of you, I am sure, use your power for good. But there are some in this world we live in today, when they possess power and they have that power, they take away love from someone's life, they take away the peace from someone's life, and they take away the faith from someone's life. And that is the world we live in today. And our Katha tonight talks about a demon, an asura, a rakshas, who had power. And we listen to whether this rakshas used his power for good or whether he used it for the wrong. And we listen to what Bhagwan Shivji had to do. As we enter our beautiful scriptures, we pray with love and devotion. Om Tat Purushaya Virmahi Mahadevaya Dhemahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. As we enter our scriptures, we listen to what this sloka tells us. You all figured out who's his father? Kumakaran. Excellent, you all are paying attention. Kumakaran, he's a brother of who? Ravan. He's a brother of Ravan. He's a younger brother of Ravan. And he's the father of this Rakshas, this demon, by the name of Bhima. So the mother, she looked at her son and she said, my son, your father was a great demon, very powerful demon. His name was Kumakaran. When I lost my husband, when I lost my parents, Kumakaran and I met. And we spent time together. However, after some time, Kumakaran, he returned to Lanka. But he never came back to me. Why? Because when Bhagwan Vishnu manifested in the form of Prabhu Shri Ram, Prabhu Shri Ram destroyed Kumkaran, destroyed Ravan and all the army that was in Lanka. Kumkaran never came back, and thus I was left alone. As time went on, you were born, and since that, you and I have been living here. Your father was killed by Prabhu Shri Ram, who is an incarnation of Bhagwan Shri Vishnu. And when Bhima heard that, he got very, very angry. He got very, very enraged, I should say. And he said, Bhagwan Vishnu, incarnated as Sri Ram, he killed my father? How dare he? How dare he, Ma? Ma, I want my revenge. I want to show him and take revenge for what he had done to my father, Kumkaran. And with those words, you know what this little boy did? It says, Brahmanam cha sma udeshcha Varshanama cha sahasha Kummansa dhyanam arsritya Tapakshkavri mahatadada. He went and he started to do penance to Brahmadev. A very severe penance, a very powerful penance. Bhima, he stood on one leg. He put both hands in the sky and he locked his eyes on the sun. And standing on one leg with his both hands in the skies and looking at the sun, he started to do worship to Brahmadev. His devotion was so powerful that all the devtas started to panic. They got a little scared, they got a little worried. And thus they went to Brahmadev and they said, Brahma, Bhima, the son of Kumkaran, is doing some severe penance, some severe worship. Oh Brahmadev, we want you to go and see what is taking place. Bhima, he did this penance for 1,000 years on one leg, both hands in the sky and his eyes locked on the sun. Brahmadev, he said, Acha, if you want me to go and see what is going on with Bhima, I will go. Brahmadev, he went to where Bhima was praying and he said, son, your devotion is very powerful. Your devotion is very, very, very powerful. And I want to know what it is you're praying for, what it is you wish to achieve, what boon it is you desire. And Bhima looked at Brahmadev and he said, oh Brahmadev, if you truly want to grant me a boon, grant me the boon of strength. but not just any kind of strength. I want to have the strength like no other, unequal, unmatched strength. I want to be stronger than everyone else. That was the boon of Bhima. And Brahmadev, he said, Acha, if this is your wish, if this is your desire, if this is what you seek, then thus too, so shall it be. I grant you the boon that you will be filled with strength. You will be stronger than anyone else. And with those words, Bhima was now filled with power. And he went to his own mother and he said, Ma, Brahmadev has granted me the boon of immense strength. I am now stronger than everyone. And now, Ma, I am going to use my power to cause harm. I am going to use my power to cause chaos. I am going to use my power to cause destruction, pain, and suffering. Bhima, taking blessings from his mother, he went straight to fight with the Devtas in the heavens. He started a battle with Indradeva. Indradev was defeated. One by one, all the Devtas started to fight with Bhima. And as they came, they got defeated. They couldn't match the strength and the power of Bhima. And seeing how powerful he was, all the Devtas, they started to pray to Bhagwan Vishnu. And Bhima was waiting for Bhagwan Vishnu. He wanted Bhagwan Vishnu to come so he can fight with him and defeat him and take revenge for him killing his father Kumkaran. So when the Devtas started to pray to Bhagwan Vishnu, Bhima was waiting, praying to Bhagwan Vishnu with all their love, with all their devotion. Bhima sat patiently waiting for Bhagwan Vishnu to come. The Devtas praying with so much love and devotion. Bhagwan Vishnu came and a battle between Vishnu and Bhima began. And as that battle was going on, the Devtas, they continued to chant. And a battle between Vishnu, Bhagwan and Bhima began. And you all know what happened to Bhagwan Vishnu? He was defeated. Bhagwan Vishnu lost the battle to Bhima. Bhima, his strength was too much for even Bhagwan Vishnu. And Bhagwan Vishnu lost the fight. He lost that battle. And having faced defeat, Bhima, he sent all the Devtas away from their home. He chased every single one of them away from their home. And now he started to rule the heavens. But he wasn't satisfied with just the heavens. He now was about to use his power to take over Patal, the nether region. So now he went and he took over Patal, the nether region. But yet still, he wasn't pleased, he wasn't satisfied. He wanted to conquer Earth. He wanted to conquer Earth. He wanted to use his power to bring harm to the people on Earth. He wanted to use his power to bring pain, to bring suffering to the people on Earth. He went to Earth. And he went to a beautiful country by the name of Kamarupa. And in this beautiful country, there's a king, a very, very powerful king. But where Bhima used his power for evil, this king used to use his power for good. Where Bhima used his power to destroy and to harm, this king used his power to help, to guide and to protect. And Bhima, very, very arrogant, he went into Kamarupa and he started to call the name of this king to come and fight. And when the king heard his name being called, he went to fight with Bhima. But this king, he wasn't only very humble and very simple, but he was a true devotee of Bhagwan Shivji. He loved Bhagwan, he adored Bhagwan, he treasured Bhagwan. Absolutely engrossed in devotion to Bhagwan Shivji. And he said, if this demon, if this Rakshas wants to fight, I will go and I will fight him. And he went into that battle with his mind focused on Shivji. He lost the battle, he lost the fight, but he didn't lose his hope and devotion and faith in Bhagwan Shivji. He was isolated in a prison cell, and he made a little lingam out of the little things in that cell. And while he was praying to Bhagwan Shivji, his beautiful wife, wherever she was also praying to Bhagwan Shivji, even though her husband was defeated. They never gave up, they never lost hope, they never lost faith. Now devotees, let us pause here for a minute. And as I told you over the last couple of nights, it is not straying, but elaborating. You see what took place here just now? Bhima, he came using his power to bring harm to Kamarupa and to the king and everyone. He defeated the king in battle. The king was a devotee of Bhagwan Shivji, but he still lost the battle. He was locked up, imprisoned, but he still made a lingam and he started to pray with love and devotion. That little couple of words speaks volumes. You know why? Because it shows that even though the king lost the battle, even though the king failed to defeat Bhima, he still kept his faith and trust in Bhagwan Shivji. And in the world we live in today, when we lose, when we fall, when we fail, when obstacles come in our pathway, my dear friends, many of times we lose our faith, we lose our hope, our belief and our trust. And Sudakshana, he didn't lose that hope and belief and that trust. And I'll break it down very, very, very simple for you. A young boy, he wanted to detach from this world. He wanted to give up all the money, all the car, all the land, all the jewelry. And he wanted to live a life like a saint, only devoted to Bhagwan. So, he left his home and he went to the mountain region and he started to pray to Bhagwan. He took just about 3 or 4 dhotis with him, so he would rap and he would pray to Bhagwan. The first day, everything was beautiful. The second day, everything was beautiful. And the third day, when he went back into his little hut that he built to protect him from any, how we say, rain or storm or any set of negativity, staying in his little hut, he realized that his dhoti started to have little holes on it. He realized a rat was giving him trouble. So he wanted to get rid of this rat because the rat was destroying his clothes. And he didn't know how to get rid of this rat. So he saw this young man and he said, "Son, I have a problem with a rat infestation." So the young boy, he gave him a kitten. And he said, "Once you have this kitten, no rats will come around." So he said, "Okay." He took the kitten, beautiful animal, and he kept it in his little hut. And all the rats, they went away. No rats were seen again to destroy his clothes. He started back his devotion during the day, went back to sleep during the night, got up the next morning, his devotion again. And while doing his devotion, the kitten started to cry, started to make noise. He realized that the kitten was hungry. So he started to think, "I need to get milk for this kitten." So he went to the village, he stopped his devotion, went to the village, and he asked for a carton of milk. He got that milk, brought it back, put it in a bowl, gave the kitten to drink. And every day he would go, get milk, come back, go, get milk and come back. Instead of praying, he was only studying the kitten and to feed the kitten. However, people in the village felt a little sorry for him. They saw that he's only coming to the village to get milk and going back, and that is not his purpose. He wants to let go of all of these material things. So they said, "You know what? To ease him up of the stress of having to come to the village every day for milk, we will give him a cow. Therefore, he can milk the cow and the kitten will have milk to drink." So they went and they organized a cow for the young saint. And he was very happy. He started to milk the cow, feed the kitten, and he started to do his devotion. And then he realized that the cow needs grass. So he had to go back to the village the next day now and cut his own grass and bring it back for the cow. And every morning where he used to pray, he was now going for grass in the village. And again, the villagers, they felt sorry for him. So he said, "You know what? We should find someone who will cut the grass for the cow and who would milk the cow and feed the kitten, so the young saint can keep his devotion." So they found a beautiful young lady who volunteered to help the saint out, the young saint. And she would go and take the grass and feed the cow. She would milk the cow and give the kitten. And you know what happened between the saint and the young lady? They fell in love. And when they fell in love, he stopped praying. And before you know it, he had 3 children. He completely forgot about Bhagwan, completely forgot about God. And when he do catch himself, he had a kitten, he had a cow, he had a dullahin, and he had 3 children. Completely forgot about God, and his intention was to let go of the material things, let go of the family and the friends and the material objects. But he was more engrossed in it. He was distracted from Bhagwan. Now the point I am making is that this saint, he got distracted from Bhagwan. But Sudakshana never got distracted from Bhagwan. This saint allowed the dullahin and the children and the kitten and the cow and everything in his life. But Sudakshana never allowed anything to stop him from praying to Shivji. Even though Sudakshana lost the battle, he still had his faith and hope in Bhagwan Shivji. And the same thing goes for our life, by Amaruji. Do not get distracted by the material things in the world. Do not let the things in the world stop you from reaching your goal. The goal of the king is to pray to Bhagwan Shivji. He never got distracted. But the young saint, his goal was to pray to Bhagwan, but he got distracted. You and I must never get distracted and let obstacles block our pathway from reaching Bhagwan. Let obstacles block our pathway from attaining our goal. And this king, he sat with love and he sat with devotion, and he continued to pray to Bhagwan Shivji. And while he was praying to Bhagwan Shivji, the evil demon Bhima, he continued using his power to cause harm and to cause destruction and to cause sadness and pain. He now started to believe that he was God. All the offerings that anyone made would come to him. He controlled every single thing on the earth. And Brahmadev, Vishnu Bhagwan, Indradev, and all the other gods, they couldn't bear to see the destruction that Bhima was causing. They couldn't bear to see the sadness on earth. They couldn't bear to see the pain and the suffering that people was going through. And they decided, in this moment in time, they would go and they would pray to Bhagwan Shivji. They said Bhagwan Shivji is the only one who can save us from Bhima. And Bhagwan Shivji appeared in the form of Bhima Shankara, right in front of Sudakshana. And as that sword was about to touch Bhagwan Shivji, who was protecting his devotee, the sword broke in two. When Bhima saw that, enraged with anger, he started to shake. The earth started to shake. Breeze started to blow. The ocean started to roar. Bhima, he took another weapon and he flinged it to Bhagwan Shivji, and it was broken into 100 pieces. He took another weapon, it was broken into 1,000 pieces. Every single weapon that Bhima threw at Bhagwan Shivji, it was broken into pieces upon pieces. And a battle between Bhima and Bhagwan Shivji started, a fight. And all how Bhima tried, all the strength that Bhima had, he was no match for Bhagwan Shivji. Bhagwan Vishnu couldn't touch Bhima, the king couldn't touch Bhima, but Bhima couldn't touch Bhagwan Shivji. That is the might and the power of Bhagwan Shivji. And when Bhagwan Shivji started a fight with this demon, all was heard from his mouth was the song Hum. And as that song echoed, Bhima turned to ashes right there and fell on that floor. All it took was the song of one word from the mouth of Shivji to turn Bhima into ashes. All the power he had, all the ego he had, all the pride he had, he turned into ashes. When Sudakshana and all the devtas and all the sages saw this, they rejoiced and they started to pray to Bhagwan Shivji with all their love and all of their devotion. And they said to Bhagwan Shivji, "Oh Bhagwan, grant us the boon and promise us to stay right here in the beautiful form of a linga. And anyone who sees you, let there be happiness with them. Let there be goodness and greatness within them. Let all their miseries and all their desires be fulfilled. Let their miseries be destroyed, their desires be accomplished." And Bhagwan Shivji said, if is this your wish and if this is your desire, then so shall it be. And he manifested in the form of a beautiful linga by the name of the Bhima Shankara linga. Until this day, in that beautiful city, anyone who sees that linga, they are blessed and they are given that happiness, that devotion and that love. My dear devotees, Bhima filled with arrogance and filled with power, but he never used that power to do anything good. He used that power by Amaruji to harm, to bring pain, to bring suffering. But Bhagwan Shivji also had power. But the difference between Bhima and Shivji was Bhagwan Shivji used his power to help. Bhagwan Shivji used his power to restore happiness, to restore dharma, to restore devotion, goodness and greatness in this world. My dear devotees, no matter who you are, whatever power you have, whatever little ability and capability you have, use it like Bhagwan Shivji. Use it to do good. Use it to spread love. Use it to spread happiness. Use it to bring back faith and devotion. Don't ever be like Bhima and use your power to bring harm and bring destruction in this world. Because just as how Bhima turned to ashes, by the song of one word, we can also destroy ourselves when we are filled with that power and we use it for negativity. And this, my dear friends, is where we will bring the curtains down on our beautiful 3 nights Shiv Mahapuran. Have love, have devotion, and have the blessing of Bhagwan Shivji. Use your power for good. Use your power to bring love, faith, and happiness in the lives of others. With love and devotion, Prem se bolo Shankar Bhagwan ki Jai.